Hi, I'm Anne Marie. If this is the first time to my channel, thank you for joining me. Today I am going to bring you a Pilates mat workout using a couple bands. So one is a flex band, the other is a loop band. I'm using the heavy one, but you can use medium or light, whatever works best for you. I hope you enjoy today's workout. It's going to be a full mat workout, probably 45 to 50 minutes long. I think this is perfect for traveling. So I put this together recently for my classes so that some of the ladies could still do workouts on spring break. If you haven't seen any of my videos before, I'd love for you to go check those out. Hit subscribe, and other than that, we're gonna get started. So how I always like to start mat classes is I like you to come standing at the end of your mat, cross one foot over the other, I Dream a Genie arms, and just guide that body down to sitting. And that's just something to work up towards, something I like to do. And then we're gonna sweep those feet around and go right down into a nice relaxing child's pose. So take a nice inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Let's go ahead and walk those arms over to the right. If you're comfortable, bring the left arm on top of the right, the left hand on top of the right hand. Little deeper lateral stretch for the left side. Inhale into those left ribs. Exhale. And do this on the other side. Again, you can bring the right hand over the left hand if you'd like. Walk those hands back to center, and then slowly restack that vertebrae, one vertebrae at a time. And then let's go ahead, come right into tabletop. And here you want to make sure those knees are under the hips, hands are under the shoulders, feet are straight out from the knees, and we're just going to do some nice cat-cows. So inhale, exhale, push away like a Halloween cat. Inhale and exhale. Just kind of flow with your breath here. Let's just do two more. Come back to a nice flat back. Now we're going to do hip sways. So when you look over the right shoulder, you're going to shift your hips to the left, and you're just going to sway them over and go to the opposite side. Kind of keep the tummy tucked up toward the lower back just to protect that back. This is great for spinal and hip mobility. Give me one more. Nice. Now we're going to go into waving cat. So waving cat is just a giant inhale here. Reach for the sky, bring the hand behind the head, and take elbow to elbow. And inhale. For 3. Kind of just pulling that tummy to the up to the lower back still. One more. And opposite side. So inhale, reach, 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 reach. And elbow to elbow. Inhale on the extension. Kind of noticing if one side has a little bit more range of motion than the other. As I'm noticing right now, this side does not have the same range of motion. Feeling a little snug there today. Quick little child's pose release. Back up to all fours. Gonna come into some bird dog. This is just one of my favorite exercises. It's fantastic for core strength. So again, knees are under hips, hands are under shoulders. You're gonna extend the right leg, the right arm and the left leg. Lift to your about level. Try not to lift that leg above your bottom, because otherwise you're going to put some stress in your lower back. And let's just tap down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's stay with this side. Let's crunch in for 5. Reach that leg back. 4. Exhale. And release down. Other side. Go out, lift. And here we go for tapping. 5 and 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay here. Crunch. Exhale on the crunch. Here we go for 4, 3, 2. Nice. Kind of kneel back. Few circle of the wrists if you need. So now we're going to go into some, I call them bear planks. A lot of people call them knee hovers. So all I want you to do is, starting in that same position, you'll put your toes into the ground. We're going to hover those knees and we're just going to hold for about 10 seconds. Then we're going to start slowly tapping the opposite shoulder. So what I want you to watch there is that the hips don't shift and you do a little pause. You don't do it really quick. So just stay with me on this one. So let's lift. Tummy in tight. 4, 3, 2, 1. Shoulder taps. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 2 more sets. Here we go. And knees down. So we're going to repeat the knee hold, the bear plank, knee hover. And then we're going to bring the legs out to a plank and we're going to come back in. So again, stay with me here and I'll walk you through this one. So make sure you got enough room behind you that you're going to step that leg back. So we're going to hold and then we're going to walk back, right foot, left foot. So notice I'm trying not to change the position of my body. My legs are just coming in and out. Right leg leads back. Last one. Pause. Left leg leads back. Tummy in. And come knees down. Quick little child's pose. And exhale. Let's sweep those legs around. Gently roll down. So here we're just going to do a little bit of rounding bridge and flat back bridge. So feet are directly off your sit bones. Entire foot stays on the ground. Hip, knees, feet are equal distance. First, for rounding bridge, you're going to tuck at the pelvis, lift up one vertebrae at a time. Shoulder blades stay down and then sink back down one vertebrae at a time until the last thing down is your tailbone. This should feel like a little mini vertebrae massage. Let's give me 4 more. Inhale. Exhale. Here we go for 3. And 2. And 1 more. Beautiful. Now We're gonna do flat back bridge with an arm tap. So the arms as you lift are just gonna tap the ground behind you. If you can't tap because you don't have that range of motion, that's okay, just go as far as you can. And then over time, you'll start to gain more range of motion there. So we lift, tap, come down, tap. Here we go for 8. Entire foot, including the big toes, stay in contact with the ground. Here we go for 5, 4, and last one. Let's hug those knees, kind of roll around a little bit, and let's come up to sitting. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab our flex band. So it's up to you to put the amount of resistance you want on the band by either shortening it or lengthening it. Some moves I'm going to tell you I would prefer you to lengthen it because you're working tinier muscles that we don't want to strain too much or cause any injuries. So for the first one, I want the arms to stay straight. This is kind of a warm up, but I want you to think, okay, I'm on my sit bones, I'm not sinking into that back, and we're just going to inhale, exhale, roll down, and come back up. Inhale. You're just kind of warming up, kind of a little bit of a progressive movement here. Just one more. Nice. Now just kind of slightly bend those arms. So as we roll back, we're gonna bring the elbow with us and come back up. Inhale, exhale, opposite side, drive the elbow back. Roll up, 3 more sets. Arms stay straight. Getting a little spinal rotation in too. So now we're going to go into a bicep curl. So palms are gonna face up. You're gonna inhale, exhale, roll back and curl for 10. Really resist the return, meaning pull against this flex band as you release the hands back up to this opening position. Drive the belly button to the spine. Here we go for 5, 4, 3, 2 more. Heels stay down, pause, and roll up. Now we're gonna do the same move, kind of shorten up a little bit. We're gonna do rows. Your back muscles are pretty strong. Roll back, drop those shoulder blades, pull back. And just think about shoulder blades are kissing. Here we go. 5 to go, belly button to spine. Shoulders down. 3, last 2, and 1, and roll up. So now, I should probably run a little bit of an angle so you guys can see me a little bit better. Lengthen a little here. We're gonna kind of come out to the sides. Rolling back, you're gonna circle for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause for 5, backwards, 4, 3, 2, 1, and roll up. So now we're gonna do posterior, one of my all-time favorites. You're gonna be in the same position, your arms are gonna be here, and it's just a gentle movement back. You're not covering a lot of space. I want you to think shoulder blades are kissing. So again, a little looser on the band here. Inhale, roll back. So 10, 9, 8, tell me in, 7, 4, 3, 2, 1, and roll up. Last one, shorten up a little bit, but not a ton, is external rotation. Keep no space here. You're just opening, closing. So you're gonna again, start here, inhale, roll back, and you're gonna open, close, open, close. Last 5, 4, belly in, I gotta remind myself. Nice, and roll up. All right, so for a second, we can set that band aside and bring the loop band where you can get to it. So now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna roll down, and we're gonna go right into one of the utmost classic Pilates moves is the 100. So I'm gonna start out in the modified version so you can see that and you can stay there the whole time, or you can move up to the advanced, or what you'll see standard a lot. So the 100 breathing is like a percussion type breathing. You breathe in 5 times through the nose, and then you exhale through the mouth 5 times. Thinking you have a tiny straw, you're drawing those transverse abs in on that exhale. That's like a closest muscles to the inside. It's like a little corset around your center. So it's really, really good for the powerhouse or that core area. So we're gonna lift one leg and then the other. I call it tabletop. Inhale, exhale, prepare, and here we go. Extend your legs if you feel that's the where you want to go. Maintain that neutral spine, meaning the spine is not lifting off of the ground. If you want, you can turn your toes out to the corners of the room. 3 sets. And exhale, beautiful. So now we're gonna grab the loop band. We're gonna do crisscross with the loop band. This is just a little extra fire on the crisscross move. So we're at tabletop. We're gonna inhale. You're gonna have to flex those feet. Exhale, come up. As you push, you're gonna inhale, and then you're gonna exhale. This puts more resistance on the core. Attention to that neutral spine. 5 left. And hug those knees. Whew. Beautiful work, gang. All right, so now let's bring the loop band above the knees. So we're gonna go into some bridging. So you can keep the arms on the ground. If you want a little added challenge, bring the arms just straight up so the hands are in alignment with your shoulders, palms facing each other. We're gonna lift for 25. We're gonna go up, down, never ever jamming into your lower back in bridge. You're just coming up, straight line, just shoulder to knee. Inhale, exhale. Keep breathing. $15 to go. One of the best exercises for overall core strength is the bridge. And there's so many variations on it. 5 more. Here we go for 4. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. Come down. Nice. All right. Now we're going to do the bridge again, but you're going to lift, and then you're going to take those knees and you're going to push them to the outsides of the room and return. It's going to work kind of more where you have like a wrapping feeling around that upper glute area and the outside of the leg. So knees flat, feet flat on this, I would say, or if I could talk straight, hands flat. Let's lift up. Here we go for 25, 24. Again, you're still trying to keep your foot in contact with the ground. I know it will shift a little because you're sending the knees out to the side of the room. Here we go, last 10, 9, 1. Oh, it zinged up on me. I felt that slipping. Sometimes the leggings do that depending on the pair you're wearing. Okay, so far so good. I think we're about halfway through. So we're gonna do some arm work next. Okay, so next we're gonna do some arm work. So on this one, you're going to be laying down, knees bent, face up, and the first time your hands are like this, and you're gonna kind of be pressing to the outside of the room. It's up to you to make this exercise what it is. You can be super easy on yourself or you can challenge yourself. And then here, you're pressing to the outside of the room. So palms will be facing in, palms will be facing out, and then we're gonna tap the ground behind us 10 times each exercise, and we're gonna repeat it. So it's a really, really good arm exercise. So again, I like my thumbs free. Let's roll down. Keep those knees just bent. And again, palms are facing each other. So push away from the hands, push to the outside of the room. Neutral spine. That just means you're not arching it, you're not jamming it down, it's just stable. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now flip those hands around so the palms face the outside of the room. Press away. Again, back to the outside of the room. You're pressing each hand away from each other. Keeping those hands directly over your shoulders for 4, 3, 2, 1. Flip the hands back around. This entire movement, through the entire movement, you press the hands to the outside of the room. Keep the tension there. Try to tap the thumbs to the ground for 10 and 9. Keep the pressure, pressing away from each other. If you don't do it, you're still getting mobility, but this is much more challenging to keep pressing the hands away from one another. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 more. And bring those arms down for a second. Nice. So we're going to repeat that. I feel some heat through here. I don't know about you guys. So inhale, exhale, neutral spine. Again, just keep that tummy nice and tight. Press the hands away from each other. Away. They're reaching for the sides of the room. Exhale. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. That's some heat here. 10, 9, 8. Palms facing each other. Press away and tap for 10. Really feel that nice range of movement all the way down to the middle of the back, I would say. I really feel those lats moving. Oh, this feels good, but it also is, I've got some heat, man. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. So if you were participating in the pressing those hands toward the edges of the room, you should be feeling some heat. Not pulling on the joint. Let's just kind of bring this over. Feel a nice stretch, little added neck. I like to look over the shoulder of the arm I'm holding. Exhale. And opposite side, look over. Exhale. Nice. Okay. Now we get a little treat. Let's go to some of our classical Pilates moves. So, spine stretch. Flex those feet. Legs are active. You're kind of pulling up like you're trying to pull the ribs out of the hips. Inhale, exhale, dive over those legs. And restack the vertebrae. Feel a nice stretch up and down the back. 4 more. Bring those arms to the side, peripheral vision. Arms don't move. We're going to do rotate, spine rotation. So you inhale for 2, exhale center. Inhale as you rotate. One more. Arms come down. So now we're going to move on to some legs, and I'm going to go ahead and face you so you can kind of see what my legs are doing. This is going to go right over the ankles. And you're going to come back so you're resting on forearm. Maybe this is a better angle for you guys to see me, okay? First, point the toes. Lift out, come in. Out, in. 8, 7, no turtles. 5, 4, it's like a little rainbow you're making. 3, heat in the thigh. 2, 1. Other leg. So I'll do this angle, and then for the next set, I'll bring my feet to face the camera so you can see the distance I'm attempting to cover. 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm trying to not let those hips shift either. 1. Nice. Okay. I'll face you now. Now I'm flexing my feet. So I had them pointed. Now I'm going to flex them. I'm still going to go back on those forearms, right? Rainbow, come together. Rainbow, come together. 8, 3, 2, and 1. Opposite. 10, 9, 8, 7. Keep flexing those feet. Neutral spine. No turtles. 3. Of course I lost count. 2, and 1. Woo. Let's shake those legs out. Okay. Let's set our loop band aside temporarily, and let's grab our flex band. So we're going to do a little series here, donkey kicks and things like that, which kind of old school, but sometimes the oldies are the goodies, right? So again, this is kind of like a, you're going to have to find the best tension for you where you can extend all the way but control it back and not be, I don't want the legs snapping. I want it very controlled in and out. So I put it around the arch of my foot, bring these hands forward, holding both straps in this side, tummy in tight. I still want hands under shoulder, knees under hips. Again, Pilates is always alignment, right? And you're just gonna push back and in, and push and pull. Let's do 15 of these. Beautiful. kind of lost count. I think we got 5 to go. 4, my mind drifted. That's not good. 3, 2, 1. Stay out. Let's tap. So when you're doing this lift, you're still pressing back, but you're not lifting. I don't want any lift into the lower back. Exhale. Here we go for 10. 15 of each move. 8. 4 more. Nice. My hand's a little weird. Okay, so hover that knee, bring it up and in, trying not to change the position of the knee, the angle. Here we go for 5. Oh, I'm feeling that in my glute. 3 more. 2 and 1. Nice. Set the band aside for a second. Let's do some fire hydrants. I find I can get a better hip opening feeling without the strap personally. So we lift and we close. Lift, close. 14. 8. Try not to lean too much to the side that's supporting you. Last 3, 2, 1. Okay. We're aiming for 15 of each move. As you can tell through this last series, I have lost count more than once. Other side. Okay. I need a drink of water. Okay. So first, donkey kick out. 14, 13. Tummy in tight. Don't let that lower back sink in. 8, 7. 4, 3. Stay out, tap, up. Again, the key on this move is keep pressing against the strap. 10 to go. Try to stay focused. This is more of a conversation in my own head because we're getting at the end of the exercise. And bend that leg in. So again, trying to maintain the knee position, and yet you're still kind of lifting the heel to the sky. I'm feeling my glute, people. Nice. Okay, for fire hydrant for this last set, I will face you so you can kind of see the angle of my leg, and I'm trying not to lean. Stress trying. Try not to change the position. Trying to make the motion come from that hip. 10. Nice. Last 2. 1. Nice. So let's go back into a child's pose with the knees out and release into that. Inhale. Walk those hands in, restack the vertebrae. Okay, well, now we're gonna do a little side plank work. So again, there's a couple variations on this. You can be here, you can be here. You can go up to your hand if you want. Being that it's the end of the workout, I'm gonna stay on my forearm today, regardless of what position you're in, whether your elbow or your hand. Keep that alignment from shoulder to wrist. And try to think that your body's against a plane of glass, so you're staying intact. So I kind of think of these as the plank waist whittlers. So I'm gonna do the 2 legs up. Again, if you're not ready for that, just bend this knee, keep it like a kickstand. So let's go up, hand here. We're gonna crunch in for 10 and 9. Focus on that rotation at the rib cage area. Now to come down, bend that knee to come down so you don't jar your body. So we're gonna do one more set on this side, and we're gonna crunch the knee and the elbow. So we're gonna come up, we're gonna reach over, and we're gonna crunch and extend. Trying to keep the leg hip height when you extend out. Last 5. Ooh. So as you're doing those moves, you're pulling whatever side is closest to the earth away, and that should work this whole area. Okay. We get to stretch after this. Okay, so again, pick your poison, knee bent, forearm with both legs, or up all the way, and we rotate for 10. This is the area I want you to think about pulling away from the earth. Last set. Okay. Up, extend, pull, especially when you're getting tired. The side closest to the earth, up and away. 5. Last one. Bend and come down. Ooh. Whoever said mat Pilates was easy? Hopefully nobody. Let's go ahead and roll down, hug those knees, rock side to side. Bring one knee in, lay the other leg on the ground. Just gently take the knee in and out. Small range of motion, not far. And then hug again. Great back release this move. I actually particularly love doing it on a roller. I think one of my videos has that. Hug. Nice. Let's go right into a figure 4 stretch. So one leg over the other, ankle over knee. Bring that leg up. If you want to stay here, that's fine. Just kind of press this knee to feel a stretch. If you want to go further, pull this in and maybe simultaneously press that out. Inhale. Exhale. Bring that down. That's opposite side. So as you can see, we targeted everything today. You get arms, you get legs, glutes, back, core, chest. Definitely full body. If you guys have any comments, I'd love for you to make a comment. Anything you might like to see, I'd be happy to put that together for you. Exhale. Kind of roll around. Nice. So let's come up. A couple more stretches here before I can say goodbye. So kneeling lunge, kind of tuck under a little and you'll feel a deeper stretch here. So the way I like to approach stretching is I kind of like to do a little breath or two in each movement before I build on. So now go ahead, lift that arm, reaching up and out. I don't like to say over because I don't want you crunching in. I want everything lengthening. Still tucking under to feel that stretch through that psoas. Now let's just open to the side for a simple rotation. Always trying to move your spine in all those directions. Like the spine stretch we did, let you stretch it forward, flexion, extension, rotation, and then lateral is when you kind of reach to one side or the other. Now let's come both hands on the ground. Let's straighten that leg if you can get there. Push it, flex it if you need it deeper. Again, trying here not to lean one way or the other and reaching down into this flat back. Drop that head to feel a nice stretch in the neck. Nice. Okay, let's go to the other side. And we're just going to repeat. Again, come up, breath, little tuck to deepen that stretch. And then go ahead, reach up and out like you're trying to grab something hanging off the ceiling. That rotation where you just open to the side. Both hands down, leg goes out, flex the foot if that's comfortable for you. Okay, nice. So let's just real quick come to a simple butterfly. It doesn't matter how open your legs are. Everybody has a different body. Like you could just be more predisposed to be open in this area, or you might be tighter in this area. A lot of it has to do with your general body build. So don't be judging yourself. So flat back when you try to lengthen over. And you can kind of look down to keep that neck as a natural extension of the spine. I do want your glutes glued to the ground here. Feel a nice stretch through the groin here. And then restack that spine. Now, I'm going to have you just push those legs forward. So it's going to look like a diamond now. And I like to bring my hands under my feet. So elbows, forearms can come down if you have that flexibility. This is more of a hip opener. Glutes stay down and you're just kind of leaning forward. You feel a stretch in your lower back and you're working on getting your face towards your feet. Restack that spine, sitting however you want. Quick little neck stretch. Gently guide the ear down to the shoulder. Think of a lengthening feeling like you're pulling it away from your shoulder while this hand's trying to grab something off the ground. Exhale. Now that you've got some blood to move to some other muscles, hopefully any tension you had in your jaw, neck, upper back has left or at the least it's lessened. Exhale. So let's bring those arms forward. We have the palms face you. Drop your chin to your chest, looking all the way down. Now push those palms away from me. And what I'm doing here is I'm kind of rounding away, kind of scooping in a little bit. And then just open. And good job. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Leave me any comments you have. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe to my channel and let me know what you might like to see in the future. Thanks.